So last Sunday, it started raining around 6 in the morning, and I swear I did not move from my bed until almost noon.
Wait, noon? Jack, that is not like you at all. You are usually up and doing 100 things before 8.
I know. But something about the sound of rain hitting the window just turned my brain off. I kept telling myself 5 more minutes, and then 2 hours passed.
I love that. Honestly, I think we all have that one sound that just melts us.
For me, it is rain. There is something about it that feels like permission, like the whole world is saying, it is okay, you do not have to be productive today.
Oh, that is such a good way to put it. Permission to slow down.
Exactly. So I made myself a big cup of tea, I put on my softest socks, the ones with a hole in one toe that I refused to throw away, and I just sat by the window, watching the drops race each other down the glass.
That sounds incredibly peaceful. Did you actually get anything done that day?
Rose, I did not answer one single email. I read half a book, I made soup for absolutely no reason, and at one point I just stared at the ceiling for probably 20 minutes, thinking about nothing at all.
Honestly, that sounds like the best kind of day. I had one of those a few weeks ago, and I felt guilty about it at first, like I was wasting time.
Same, but by the evening I felt so calm. My whole body felt lighter, like something had been released.
Okay, now I really want to talk about this. A cozy rainy day is such a specific, wonderful feeling, and I think a lot of our listeners know exactly what we mean.
They really do. And it turns out this feeling has its own special vocabulary in English, words and phrases that native speakers use all the time to talk about exactly this kind of day.
Which means today's episode is going to feel very, very relatable. Before we go any further, tell everyone what happened after your 20 minutes of ceiling staring.
Well, my cat clearly decided that if I was going to be lazy, she should be lazy too. She curled up right on my chest and just stayed there for an hour.
Oh, that is so sweet. Rainy days really do bring out that instinct in animals too, do not they? Everyone just wants to get warm and small and safe.
Exactly. And I think humans are the same. There is something almost primal about wanting to build a little nest when the weather turns gray.
A little nest. I like that image. I did the same thing that weekend, actually. I pulled every blanket I own onto the sofa and made what my roommate called, and I quote, a blanket fortress.
A blanket fortress. Now that is commitment.
It really was. I watched 3 movies, ate way too many crackers, and did not feel one bit bad about it.
See, this is exactly the mood I want to capture today, because I think a lot of learners study English through business meetings or airport conversations or ordering food, which are all useful, sure.
But nobody really teaches you how to talk about the small, soft moments of life. The rainy afternoons, the tea, the blankets, the quiet.
Right, and those moments matter just as much, maybe even more, because that is when you talk to friends, to family, to yourself even, in your own head, in English, if you are trying to think in the language.
That is such a good point. Thinking in English during quiet moments is honestly one of the fastest ways to improve.
It really is. So today, we are going to give you the words, the phrases, and the natural conversation you need to talk about a cozy rainy day like a true native speaker.
I am already excited. Let us get into it properly.
All right, before we dive in, let us say a proper hello. Welcome everyone to Living English Podcast.
We are so glad you are here with us today. I am Speaker 2. Most people call me Rose.
And I am Speaker 1. You can call me Jack. Together, we help you learn real, natural, everyday English through stories and conversations, just like the one we were just having.
If you are new here, this is exactly what we do. No boring textbook dialogues, just real talk, the way friends actually speak.
And today's topic, as you heard, is all about a cozy rainy day and everything that comes with it. The comfort, the calm, and yes, sometimes a little bit of boredom too.
By the end of this episode, you will be able to describe your own rainy day or any lazy, cozy day with confidence. You will know how to talk about the weather, your feelings, and what you do to relax, all in natural English.
You will also learn how to have a full, flowing conversation about staying in versus going out, which honestly comes up all the time in real life.
It really does. Friends are always texting each other asking, hey, do you want to meet up or should we just stay home today?
Exactly the kind of conversation we are about to practice together.
And quickly, if you are enjoying learning with us, we would love for you to become part of our little community here. Just tap that subscribe button. It genuinely helps us keep making these episodes for you.
No pressure at all. We're just happy you're spending this time with us. Okay, Rose, should we get into why this rainy day feeling is so universal?
Let us do it.
So here is something I want every learner listening to know. If you have ever felt lazy or unmotivated on a rainy day, that is completely normal. It is not a personal failure. It is actually a very common human response.
It really is. There is even science behind it, right? Less sunlight can affect our mood and our energy levels.
Exactly. And in English, we have so many natural expressions built around this exact feeling. Things like feeling cozy, wanting to curl up, craving comfort food, all of that.
And honestly, these are some of the most useful phrases you can learn because you will use them constantly with friends, with coworkers, in small talk about the weather.
Weather talk, especially. In English-speaking countries, talking about the weather is almost a national sport. It is how people start conversations, break the ice, fill silence.
It really is. Even with strangers, in an elevator, in a line at the coffee shop, someone will always say something about the rain or the sun.
So learning to talk about weather naturally is not just a fun extra skill, it is actually a core social skill in English.
That is such a helpful way to think about it. So today, we are not just learning vocabulary about rain, we are learning a tool for real connection.
Exactly. And the best way to learn this is not through a list of words, but through a real conversation. The kind you might actually have with a friend on a rainy afternoon.
I love that. So should we jump into our role play now?
Let us do it. Picture this. It's Saturday morning, it's raining outside, and two friends are texting, then talking, about their plans for the day.
I already know exactly which one of us is staying home.
Okay, so imagine I just texted you. Hey Rose, look outside. It is absolutely pouring down. Are we still going to the farmer's market?
Honestly, Jack, when I saw the rain this morning, my first thought was, there is no way I am leaving this apartment.
Ha, see, that is exactly the reaction I was hoping for. I do not think I have the energy to fight an umbrella today either.
Right? And it's not just light rain. It's that heavy kind where your socks get wet even with an umbrella. No thank you.
Exactly. It's pouring down, not just drizzling. There's a real difference.
True. So what's the plan then? Are we canceling completely or are we doing a rain check?
Let's do a rain check. We can go to the market next Saturday instead, when hopefully the sun actually shows up.
Perfect. Honestly, I think today is a stay in your pajamas kind of day anyway.
Same here. I already have my blanket ready. I'm basically planning to curl up on the sofa with a book and just listen to the rain.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I might do the same, but with a movie instead. Something warm and predictable. Nothing too intense.
Comfort movies for a comfort day. I respect that completely.
Exactly. And honestly, I'm also craving some serious comfort food today, like soup or maybe grilled cheese.
Oh, grilled cheese and tomato soup on a rainy day? That is basically a perfect match. There's something about warm, simple food that just feels right when it's gray outside.
It really does. It's like your body just knows what it wants.
I think that's exactly it. Your body wants warmth, softness, comfort, all the things a rainy day naturally makes you crave.
So Jack, tell me honestly, are you a person who loves rainy days or does it get to you after a while?
Ooh, good question. Honestly, I love the first day of rain. It feels cozy, calm, almost magical. But if it rains for like 5 days straight, I start to feel a little stir-crazy.
Stir-crazy, yes, I know that feeling so well. Like your apartment starts to feel too small and you just need to see the sky again.
Exactly that. By day 3 of nonstop rain, I am pacing around my living room like a caged animal.
Ha, same here. I remember last winter, it rained for almost a whole week, and by the end, I was practically begging the sun to come back.
I remember you telling me about that. Didn't you end up just going for a walk in the rain anyway, just to get outside?
I did. I put on my raincoat, grabbed an umbrella, and just walked around the block. Honestly, it helped so much. Sometimes you just need fresh air, even wet fresh air.
That is such good advice, actually. A short walk can really help you recharge your batteries when you've been stuck inside too long.
It really does. It's like your brain needs a change of scenery, even a small one.
Totally agree. So I guess the key is balance, right? 1 cozy rainy day, wonderful. 5 in a row, a little more challenging.
Exactly. But today, since it's only one rainy day, I think we are both allowed to fully enjoy the lazy version.
Completely allowed. No guilt whatsoever.
None at all. Okay, so back to our plan. Sofa, blanket, soup, maybe a nap somewhere in the middle.
A nap is absolutely part of the plan. A short nap while it's raining outside might genuinely be one of the best feelings in the world.
Cannot argue with that one bit.
You know, it is funny because when I was a kid, rainy days always meant something different. School would sometimes cancel outdoor activities and everyone would groan.
Oh, I remember that feeling too. As a kid, rain felt like an interruption, like it was stopping something fun from happening.
Exactly. But now, as an adult, rain feels like the opposite. It feels like an invitation to stop, to slow everything down.
That is such an interesting shift. I think as adults, our lives get so busy and so full that rain almost gives us permission to say no to things.
Right. Like, oh, I cannot go to that event. It is raining, and nobody questions it. It's the perfect guilt-free excuse.
It really is. Nobody argues with the weather.
Exactly. You can't really blame someone for staying home when it's pouring down outside.
True. So Jack, what is your actual dream version of a cozy rainy day? Like if you could plan the perfect one.
Oh, easy. I wake up naturally, no alarm. I make a big pot of coffee. I put on soft music, something instrumental. I read for a while, then maybe write a little.
That sounds lovely so far.
Then around lunch, I make something warm, maybe a stew. Afternoon is for a movie, blanket included, obviously. And later, I just watch the rain from the window with a cup of tea.
Honestly, Jack, that sounds like the most peaceful day imaginable. What about you? What's your dream cozy rainy day? Mine involves candles, definitely. A good playlist, something a little jazzy. Baking something, maybe banana bread. And of course, a stack of books I've been meaning to read for months.
That sounds wonderful too. See, this is exactly why we wanted to teach this topic. These little dreams and routines are things everyone has in every language.
Exactly. And now our listeners will be able to describe theirs too, in beautiful, natural English.
Okay, let us continue our role play a little further, because I want to show one more common situation. What happens when plans change because of rain?
Oh, good idea. This happens constantly in real life.
All right, so imagine your friend group had plans to go hiking, but then it starts raining hard the night before.
Perfect. Let us do it. Hey, so I just checked the forecast and it does not look good for tomorrow's hike.
Oh no, really? What is it saying?
Heavy rain starting early morning and it's supposed to last most of the day. I don't think hiking on muddy trails in a storm sounds very fun.
Yeah, honestly, that sounds more dangerous than fun. Should we just push it back to next weekend?
I think that is smart. Let us take a rain check on the hike and figure out a backup plan for tomorrow instead.
Good idea. What if we just meet at my place instead? We could do a cozy indoor hangout, board games, snacks, that kind of thing.
Oh, I love that idea way more than getting soaked on a mountain trail anyway.
Same. Sometimes Plan B ends up being even better than Plan A.
Completely agree. I'll bring snacks, you handle the games.
Deal. See, this is such a natural, common conversation. Weather changes plans all the time, and knowing how to smoothly adjust in English without stress is such a useful skill.
It really is. And honestly, learning to say things like taking a rain check or pushing plans back makes you sound so much more natural and fluent.
Exactly. These small phrases are what separate textbook English from real, living English.
Living English podcast, right on brand.
Ha, exactly. Okay, I think we have given our listeners a really rich, full conversation to learn from. Should we slow down now and break apart the key phrases?
Yes, let us do it. I think this next part is going to be so helpful for everyone.
Actually, before we move to the learning guide, let me tell you about one more rainy day memory, because I think it adds something nice here.
Oh, I love a good extra story. Go for it.
So a few years ago, I was traveling, and I got caught in a huge rainstorm in a small town I did not know very well.
Oh no, that sounds stressful, especially somewhere unfamiliar.
It could have been, but instead, I ducked into this tiny little cafe to wait it out, and the owner brought me a hot chocolate without me even asking.
Aw, that is so kind.
It really was. We ended up talking for almost an hour while the storm passed outside, and honestly, it became one of my favorite travel memories, all because of the rain.
That is beautiful, Jack. It really shows how a rainy day, even an inconvenient one, can turn into something warm and unexpected.
Exactly. Sometimes the best moments come from plans falling apart because of weather, not despite it.
I think that is such a lovely note to bring into today's lesson. It is not just about staying inside. It's about how rain changes the rhythm of a day. And sometimes that change is a gift.
Beautifully said. All right, with that story in mind, let us finally slow down and really study the language from everything we have talked about so far.
Yes, let us break apart these key words and phrases properly now.
All right, everyone, let us slow things down and really look closely at the key words and phrases from today's conversation.
Yes, we used quite a few natural expressions, and we want to make sure you can use them confidently too.
Let us start with the word cozy. Cozy means warm, comfortable, and safe feeling, usually in a small, soft space. Think of a blanket, a warm drink, and soft light all together.
I love this word so much. For example, my apartment feels really cozy on rainy days, with candles and blankets everywhere.
Perfect example. A simple mental picture for this word. Imagine wrapping yourself in a warm blanket with a cup of tea. That feeling, that is cozy.
Say it with me, everyone. Cozy.
Great. Next, let us look at pouring down. This means raining very heavily, very hard, much stronger than a light rain.
For example, we cannot go outside right now. It is pouring down.
Exactly right. A good comparison here, think of a shower turned on fully, water coming down fast and strong. That is what pouring down feels like outside.
Say it with me, everyone. Pouring down.
Now let us talk about curl up. This means to sit or lie down in a small, comfortable, relaxed position, often with your knees pulled close to your body.
For example, I love to curl up on the sofa with a good book on a rainy afternoon.
Great example. Picture a cat curling into a small, round shape to sleep. Humans do this too, just with blankets.
Say it with me, everyone. Curl up.
Next is comfort food. This means food that makes you feel warm, happy, and emotionally satisfied. Usually simple, familiar dishes from childhood or tradition.
For example, grilled cheese and tomato soup is my favorite comfort food.
Perfect. Everyone has their own version, and it usually connects to warm memories. That is what makes it comforting.
Say it with me, everyone. Comfort food.
Let us continue with our next phrase, the pitter-patter of rain. This describes the soft, repeating sound rain makes when it hits a surface, like a window or a roof.
For example, I love falling asleep to the pitter-patter of rain on the roof.
Beautiful example. Think of light, quick, repeated tapping sounds, almost like tiny, gentle knocks. That is the pitter-patter of rain.
Say it with me, everyone. Pitter-patter.
Next, rain check. This is a really useful idiom. It means to postpone or delay a plan, usually to a later date, often because of bad weather or a scheduling conflict.
For example, can we take a rain check on dinner tonight? I am feeling really tired.
Great example. And notice you can use this phrase even when it is not actually raining. It just means, let us do this another time.
Say it with me, everyone. Rain check.
Next, stir crazy. This means feeling restless, anxious, or a little bit crazy from being stuck inside for too long.
For example, after 3 days of rain, I was starting to feel stir crazy in my apartment.
Perfect. Imagine a person walking in circles inside a small room, feeling trapped. That restless energy, that is stir crazy.
Say it with me, everyone. Stir crazy.
Our final phrase is recharge my batteries. This means to rest and restore your energy, just like charging a phone or a device.
For example, I took a walk in the rain to recharge my batteries after a long week.
Wonderful example. Think of your body as a phone, and rest, sleep, or fresh air as the charger, filling you back up with energy.
Say it with me, everyone. Recharge my batteries.
Fantastic. Those are our 8 key phrases for today. Cozy, pouring down, curl up, comfort food, the pitter-patter of rain, rain check, stir crazy, and recharge my batteries.
So many useful expressions in one episode.
Now let us practice using these phrases in a slightly different, shorter conversation, so you can hear them again in a new context.
I love this part. Repetition really is the secret to remembering vocabulary long term.
All right, imagine 2 coworkers talking on a Monday morning after a rainy weekend. Hey Rose, how was your weekend? I heard it rained the whole time.
Oh, it really did, Jack. Honestly, it felt so cozy though. I just stayed inside both days.
Nice. What did you end up doing?
Saturday, it was pouring down basically all day, so I just curled up with a blanket and watched an entire series.
That sounds amazing, honestly. Did you eat well too?
Oh, absolutely. I made so much comfort food. Soup, pasta, even baked some cookies at one point.
That is the perfect rainy weekend right there. I bet the pitter-patter of rain on your window made it even better for sleeping.
It really did. I slept so well both nights. Though by Sunday afternoon, I was getting a little stir-crazy, so I finally went outside for a short walk.
Smart move. Sometimes you just need that fresh air to recharge your batteries.
Exactly. We actually had plans to meet friends on Sunday, but we took a rain check because of the weather.
Very reasonable decision. So overall, sounds like a pretty perfect cozy weekend.
Honestly, it was. Best kind of reset before the work week.
See how naturally these phrases fit into a totally different conversation? That is the real goal here. Not just memorizing words, but being able to use them anywhere.
Exactly. Once you notice these phrases, you will start hearing them everywhere in real English conversations. Movies, shows, everyday talk.
They truly are everywhere once you know what to listen for.
Let us try one more quick practice round, this time a little faster, just to test how comfortable you are with these phrases now.
I like this idea. Okay, everyone, get ready. We will go through them quickly.
Number 1, describe heavy rain outside your window.
If you said, it is pouring down. Wonderful.
Number 2, describe how you feel wrapped in a warm blanket with tea.
If you said, I feel so cozy. Perfect.
Number 3, you want to reschedule plans because of the weather.
If you said, can we take a rain check? Excellent work.
Number 4, you have been inside for days and you feel restless.
If you said, I am feeling stir-crazy. That is exactly right.
Number 5, you just took a short walk and now you feel refreshed.
If you said, I recharged my batteries. Fantastic.
See how much faster and more natural that felt this time? That is real progress happening right now in real time as you listen.
It really is. The more you repeat these phrases in different situations, the more automatic they become, until one day you will just say them without even thinking.
That is the real goal. Natural, automatic English. Not translated in your head first, just spoken naturally.
Exactly. And that is exactly what we are building here. One cozy little episode at a time. Now, Jack, I want to give our listeners a chance to practice speaking too, not just listening.
Great idea. Let us do a quick guided practice. Everyone, repeat after us out loud using your own voice.
I will describe a situation, and you try to respond using one of our key phrases. Then Jack will give an example answer.
Perfect. Here we go. Situation 1. Imagine it is raining very hard outside right now. How would you describe the rain?
Try saying it out loud now, using our phrase.
Great answer if you said, it is pouring down outside. Well done.
Situation 2. You are sitting on your sofa, wrapped in a blanket, feeling warm and safe. How do you feel?
Try it out loud.
Perfect if you said, I feel so cozy right now.
Situation 3. Your friend invites you somewhere, but it is raining and you want to reschedule for another day. What do you say?
Give it a try out loud.
Nicely done if you said, can we take a rain check?
Situation 4. You have been stuck inside for 4 days straight because of bad weather, and you feel restless. How do you describe that feeling?
Try it now.
Great if you said, I am feeling really stir-crazy.
One more. Situation 5. You just finished a nap and a short walk outside, and now you feel refreshed and full of energy again. What happened?
Say it out loud.
Perfect if you said, I recharged my batteries.
Wonderful work, everyone. Speaking out loud, even alone in your room, genuinely helps your brain connect the words to real, natural speech.
It really does. Do not be shy about talking to yourself in English sometimes. It truly works. All right, let us also talk about one real cultural insight, because I think this will genuinely help our listeners understand native speakers a little better.
Yes, I think this is such an important part of learning a language. Not just words, but culture, too.
So, in many English-speaking countries, especially places like the United Kingdom or the Pacific Northwest in the United States, rain is an extremely regular part of life.
Right. It is not some rare, dramatic event. It is just Tuesday sometimes.
Exactly. And because of that, native speakers have developed this very relaxed, almost humorous attitude toward rain. Complaining about it, joking about it, that is all part of daily small talk.
I have noticed that too. People will say things like, oh, typical, more rain, in this very light, joking tone. Not really upset, just accepting it.
Exactly right. It's almost a shared joke between everyone. And here's the practical insight. Learning to joke lightly about the weather in a relaxed tone actually makes you sound more like a native speaker.
That is such a good point. It shows cultural fluency, not just language fluency.
Precisely. So next time it rains where you live, try saying something casual and a little playful about it, like, oh great, more rain, guess we're staying in again.
I love that example. It has that dry, gentle humor that feels very natural in English.
Exactly. And honestly, this kind of small talk is often how real friendships and connections begin, over something as simple as complaining about the weather together.
It really is. Shared complaints somehow bring people closer.
They really do. All right, I think our listeners now have not just the vocabulary, but also a real feel for how to use it naturally and culturally.
I love how full this lesson has become.
Now, let us do a quick recap of everything we practiced today, just to make sure it really sticks in your memory.
Great idea. Repetition truly is key for real learning.
So today, we talked all about cozy rainy days, using a personal story from my own weekend as our starting point.
Then we welcomed everyone properly and explained why weather talk is such an important common part of English conversation.
We had a full, natural role play between two friends, adjusting weekend plans because of rain, choosing comfort activities, and talking about their dream cozy day.
We also had a second scene about canceling a hiking trip because of a storm and finding a fun backup plan instead.
Then we slowed everything down and taught 8 key phrases. Let us list them one more time together, Rose.
Cozy, meaning warm and comfortable.
Pouring down, meaning raining very heavily.
Curl up, meaning to sit comfortably in a relaxed position.
Comfort food, meaning warm, familiar food that makes you feel good.
The pitter-patter of rain, describing the soft sound rain makes.
Rain check, meaning to postpone plans to a later time.
Stir crazy, meaning restless from being stuck inside too long.
And recharge my batteries, meaning to rest and restore your energy.
8 wonderful, natural phrases, all fully practiced in real conversation.
We also practiced a Monday morning coworker conversation, plus guided speaking practice, so you could try saying these phrases yourself out loud.
And finally, we talked about the cultural habit of joking lightly about the weather, which is such a genuine, useful insight for sounding more natural.
That is such a full episode. I am really proud of how much ground we covered today.
Me too. I think our listeners are going to feel so much more confident talking about rainy days now.
All right, before we wrap up completely, we have our question of the day. Something simple and personal for you to answer in the comments.
I love this part. It always brings our community closer together.
So here is today's question. What do you personally do on a cozy rainy day? Do you stay inside, or do you actually enjoy walking in the rain?
We would genuinely love to know. Maybe you read, maybe you bake, maybe you nap all afternoon like Jack did.
Guilty as charged. Whatever your answer is, please share it in the comments below. I promise you, so many other learners are going to relate to your answer.
It really helps people feel less alone, realizing that someone across the world has the exact same cozy rainy day habits as they do.
Exactly. Language learning can sometimes feel lonely, but these little shared moments in the comments, in our community, they really do build connection.
They absolutely do. So please do not be shy. Tell us your rainy day routine, even if it is just, I stay in bed all day and do nothing.
Honestly, that is a completely valid answer, and one I fully support sometimes.
Same here. No judgment at all in this community, only support and encouragement.
Exactly. And while you are typing your answer, try using one of today's key phrases, like cozy, or curl up, or comfort food. Practicing writing it is just as valuable as speaking it.
Great tip. Writing forces you to really think through the grammar and word choice carefully.
It really does. All right, we cannot wait to read your answers, everyone.
Genuinely, we read every single comment, and it means so much to us to hear your stories.
It really does. All right, Rose, should we bring this lovely episode to a close?
Let us do it.
Before we go, I just want to say, if you made it all the way to the end of this episode, that is a real achievement, and you should feel proud of yourself.
Absolutely. Learning a language takes real patience and real effort. And showing up, listening, practicing, that all matters so much more than people realize.
It really does. Every single episode you listen to, every phrase you repeat out loud, every comment you write, it is all building your fluency, little by little.
Exactly. And progress in language learning is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is quiet, like understanding one more sentence than you did last week.
That is such a beautiful way to put it. So please, be kind and patient with yourself along this journey.
You are doing better than you think you are, truly.
I completely agree. And honestly, just like a cozy rainy day gives your body permission to rest, we hope this episode gave your brain a warm, comfortable place to grow a little today.
I love that connection. Learning does not always have to feel hard or stressful. Sometimes it can feel just as cozy as curling up with a blanket.
Exactly right. So next time it rains where you are, and you find yourself curling up with a warm drink, try thinking through today's phrases in your head, or even saying them out loud.
That small practice really does make a difference over time.
It really does. All right, everyone, thank you so much for spending this time with us today, on this imaginary rainy afternoon we shared together.
We truly appreciate you, and we cannot wait to talk with you again very soon.
Until next time, stay warm, stay curious, and keep growing your English, one cozy little step at a time.
See you in the next episode, everyone. Take care.